Welcome to the lecture series of ICan Flyy. Till now, we have discussed various aspects of parenting of young neurotypical children and neurodivergent children and young adults. The topics included areas like activities of daily living skills, functional academics, technology addiction, planning for vacation, hygiene, etc. The main aim of this lecture series is to make day-to-day living easier for parents. In continuation to this lecture series, today's topic, as you all are aware of, is waiting. Waiting is one of the most important behaviors to be learned, and at the same time, waiting is the most difficult behavior to learn. All of us wait. We are waiting all the time, from waiting for the bus or train, or waiting for someone, or waiting in the doctor's chamber. The list is endless. It is important to learn to wait, as waiting is a part of life. Now, what is waiting, or what does the activity of or action of waiting mean? According to dictionary, the action of waiting is staying where one is at that point of time and delaying the action until a particular event of time. In other words, waiting is allowing time to go by, staying at one place or particular circumstances until something expected is happening, and while doing so, not disturbing others by following social rules. Let me repeat again. Waiting is staying at one place or in a particular circumstances until something expected is happening, and while doing so, not disturbing others by following social rules. Different aspects of waiting. Firstly, waiting for a longer period of time. Secondly, waiting for highly preferred activity, object or person. Thirdly, waiting in different or unknown environment. Finally, waiting without knowing how long to wait, that is, waiting without any target. All these mentioned situations causes anxiety. To wait is to mean overcome the anxiety and function accordingly. Functioning accordingly, again, what is that? That is how to function while waiting. How to function while waiting is what to do while waiting. For this, one should know what to do, exactly what to do, the exact activity while waiting. How long to do that particular activity? That is, how long to continue with that particular activity for the duration of the time. And finally, what to expect at the end of the waiting. That is, where to stop the activity and get the anticipated result. Let me explain with an example. Say waiting for a bus. For waiting for a bus, the person who is standing or waiting knows he will have to stand at a particular place. He will not run around or push others. That is, he knows what to do while waiting. Secondly, he also knows how long he will have to wait or perform the activity. That is, how long he will have to stand in that particular line. And finally, he also knows what to expect at the end of the waiting or that 5 minutes of standing. That is, the bus will come and he will alight the bus. So, to repeat, to wait, one needs to know what to do, how long to do, and what to expect next. Why do children need to learn to wait? Many aggressive and challenging behavior can stem from child's inability to wait. Waiting is a pivotal skill, meaning it impacts the success of the learning process. Children will have to wait because as adults they will have to wait. As a child matures and starts interacting with the society, they will have to learn to wait. Wait in the classroom, wait in the park, at the grocery store, at the bus stop, inside home, at the railway station, at the airport. Basically, he will have to wait wherever he goes. Let us examine a few situations and difficulty in waiting looks like. Little P, 7 years old, cannot be taken to any party because the moment he sees food, he wants to eat and grabs the food on the table. If prevented, he throws tantrums. Parents are embarrassed. They do not know how to manage the situation. Eventually, avoids all social gatherings. Let us see a second scenario. It is a nightmare for little T's mother, aged 5, to take her to a doctor's chamber because she will not sit at one place even for a moment. Will run around, touch things, touch people around, grab others' purse, etc. When prevented, will become aggressive. A third scenario. 10-year-old B's mother cannot take her to a park because she will not allow any other children to sit on the swing or to wait for her turn. Again, if prevented, tantrum follows. A child who does not know how to wait may become aggressive, defiant, and may eventually have a meltdown. Most people just see the behavior as the problem and try to block the aggression or the unwarranted behavior. The problem with this approach is in all the three situations narrated, aggression or unacceptable behavior is the byproduct of a skill deficit. The three children about whom I mentioned simply do not know how to wait. They have not learned the most important skill in life, waiting. When put in a situation when children do not get the desired item, effect or result of their demand immediately, they automatically engage in behavior that is not acceptable. The child might become hyper again because he does not know how to relate to his surroundings. While waiting, he does not know how to use the information from his 5 senses to connect him to his surroundings. This needs practice. Thus, waiting is an important life skill which is either learned or is to be taught. As a result of not able to wait, special needs children are usually under somebody's supervision and are always kept busy. Otherwise, he will disturb the environment around or disturb the persons around him or might hurt himself. As a result of this constant supervision, children do not learn firstly how to wait and secondly, they do not learn to spend time on their own by not disturbing others and environment. That is, choosing and regulating their behavior. This is a consequence of always being supervised or kept busy. The child has learned or taught to always be busy. He is always being guided to do any activity or the other. He is not learning to choose to regulate his choice of behavior right from eating or toileting to academics. As a consequence, the child does not know how to be independent because to be independent he will have to learn to choose his behavior. And that also includes to wait appropriately for his turn. In communication, waiting and turn taking is the first skill child learns after eye contact. Remember how a small child plays peekaboo or looks intently to mother's face when she is speaking to him and makes gurgling sound when the mother stops? He is learning to wait and wait for his turn. Thus, waiting is not merely sitting and doing nothing or being lost, in his own world, like stimming. Waiting is relating to the environment around and anticipating a clue or a desired activity from the person or environment around, to which the child reciprocates. For example, again, playing peekaboo. The child is waiting for the mother's smiling face and cluing, to which he will reciprocate by giggling. Another example, waiting for the bus. Moment we see the bus, which is an anticipated clue, we change our position and get ready for the next activity. While speaking, we listen to the speaker and wait for a turn to speak. So, waiting does not mean only standing in a line or in a party or a grocery store. Waiting also needs attention to do the desired activity or action while waiting, and also be attentive for the anticipated clue. In simpler words, waiting is attention. The longer the waiting, longer the attention span. We have already mentioned about the different aspects of waiting. To repeat, waiting for a period of time with a target at the end. This can be waiting for a dinner, can also be waiting for the examination date. Waiting for highly preferred activity, like want to eat the cake now but cannot, or I want to go for a vacation now but have to wait. Waiting in different or unknown or challenging environment, new school, new workplace, new work demand. Waiting without target, that is not knowing how long to wait. All these are anxiety provoking situations. To control the anxiety and behave accordingly, the child should learn to regulate, that is, choose his behavior according to the situation. When he is able to regulate his behavior, he will be able to relate to his surroundings, and finally can reason, that is, use the surroundings and self for determination, that is, what to do, and that is waiting. What is the physical and visible clue to initiate waiting? In other words, when to start waiting? Waiting usually starts with no. No from the mother. Do not touch the food. Wait. No from the law. Do not jump the red light. Wait. No from the religion. Do not eat before performing puja. Wait. No from the society. Do not break the queue. Wait. So, accepting no is the first step of waiting. Does your child have difficult time in accepting waiting? Does your child have difficult time in accepting no? If yes, he does not know how to wait. As accepting no and waiting are combined, it is important to teach your child to accept no. So, how to teach a child to accept no? As a special educator, we often face queries like, my 5-year-old child loves chips. He will grab chips the moment he sees one, be it in a shop or from other child in the park. Will not listen to my no, and if prevented, freaks out. Or, like my 10-year-old wants to be on the mobile most of the time. If denied, like saying no becomes aggressive. Crying is normal for a baby when he demands something, as it is one medium of communication for him. The demand can be for milk to be picked up or change of diaper. As the baby grows older, he learns to communicate through gestures, language, and comprehend command. His crying reduces and he learns to accept no. He might throw tantrums, but comprehends what is no and how to behave accordingly. But how to teach a neurodivergent child who might understand no but does not have any clue how to behave after hearing no? To start with, Check out when your child is not accepting no and throwing tantrums. List out the demands, the behavior and the situation, the frequency and the intensity. Start with objects which are less preferred to the child. Line them on the table. Make the child sit in front. Explain to the child what is exactly expected from him. Remember what to do, how long, what next. For example, on the table are objects like blocks which are not his very preferred toys, but he likes to touch them. Say no touching, hands locked. Mommy will count till 20, then we will play with the blocks. Gradually increase the timing. You can sing, count, speak, but please no visual clue like tab or mobile. For older children, instead of counting or singing, timing can be used like wait till it is 10 past 8. Definitely reward the child after the specific period and keep your promise of what next. Repeat again and again. Gradually transit to a longer period and much preferred object like bags of chips, mobiles, etc. When he has learned to wait and accept no at home and does not touch line objects, start waiting for activities. For example, he takes lunch at a particular time. Make him wait for a few seconds. Again, remember what to do, how long, what next. Mama will give you the dinner after making the bed. He will stand hands locked and see how Mama makes the bed. Next, start incidental waiting. Create opportunities during the day for the child to wait for something, maybe action or object. For this, that is initiating waiting, strategies will have to be developed. Being prepared or to know exactly what to do to make your child wait will make you less anxious or stressful, which will automatically flow down to the child. Let me explain incidental waiting. As I said, create opportunities throughout the day. At breakfast, for example, start to hand over the plate to the child. Stop, say wait, pour yourself a glass of water, tell the child wait, I will drink this and give you your food. All this will take few seconds. What will the child learn? That after waiting, I will get the desired object, that is the food. Same can be done with other activities. For example, both of you are stepping out of home. Stop, wait, say wait, let me comb my hair. Then start again. For this or to start waiting, predefined strategies are helpful. Firstly, the most important, explain to your child why he is waiting. Like in the example of waiting during breakfast, Mama told him, I will bring water, you wait and then you will get your breakfast. Waiting for a longer period of time, use concrete representation of time like wait till I wash my hands, or wait till Papa comes home and then we will have the chocolate. Remember again, I repeat, what to do, how long, what next. Model waiting. You as adult wait without using mobile or pacing up and down. Tease the child to wait together with you. Talk to him, tell him stories, etc. For older children, once they have learned to wait, involve them with jobs, that is, fill the waiting time with jobs. For example, while waiting for dinner, lay the table. While waiting to go to school or outing, bring the bag, draw the curtains, etc. This will help the child to learn skills. But be careful. Do not always try to keep the child busy while waiting, because When in a social situation the child is waiting, he might not get opportunities to do any activity. In the next, cut back on technology. Instant feedback from mobile or demand games, videos, etc. do not go hand in hand with patience or waiting. When you are tempted to give your child mobile, please make him wait. You can use this as a reward. Be sure, set the timing, how long he can use the mobile. Though personally, I am very much against giving mobile as a reward to any children, particularly to children with neurodiversity. If the waiting time is for a longer duration, like doctor's chamber or waiting in the airport, stations, etc., plan beforehand. What will the child do during the duration of waiting? Will he color, play with small toys, look at magazines, etc.? Prepare the child beforehand with social stories, visuals, etc. So waiting in actual situation will be familiar. You can also use a waiting bag or box. Waiting bag is a small bag or box with small fidget toys inside. The child can put his fingers in the bag and touch and play and fidget. This will keep his hands and minds busy. But this should only be used for very long duration of waiting and preferably never at home. Honor the promises. You will get chocolate after you wait. Please give him the chocolate after the duration of waiting. Do not ask your child to wait till Papa brings the chocolate in the evening. Slow down. Practice mindfulness. Instruct your child to look around. See and hear while waiting. Example, what is the color of the curtains? Can you hear the dog bark outside? Count the books, the chairs in the room. See how many aunties are wearing blue, etc. This will reduce the stress and make waiting worthy and less stressful and enjoyable for both of you. Thank you.